sometimes you gotta close doors so God can open another door.
I'm now teaching Sunday school. Keeping up with the kids' lingo is kind of hard, I can't lie. I think the hardest thing about Sunday school is, though, is just like trying to keep the kids entertained, you know, enjoying Sunday school. But we try to keep the class up and good, you know. We do games, try and like insert the Bible in a good way.
Why'd you get into Sunday school?
I remember being in Sunday school as a kid, and like I thought it was boring as well, you know. For the longest time, you know, I had a problem with my faith. I didn't really pray a lot. I didn't read my Bible at all until like I found a love for it. I want them to understand that if they have a relationship with God, it just feels better, you know.
Just, you know, again, growing up and obviously believing in God, going to church, all the things, but just not having like a true relationship. And I don't know if jealousy is the right word, but I'd like see these people who just had their hearts on fire for God, and I'd be like, I want that. I don't feel that. I just want that, but I don't feel that. And so I kind of went through just a lot of discouragement and things. And then too, just like, you know, when I was growing up, we would go to Baptist church, so I didn't understand a lot of just like what was being said either. So it was just a struggle. But like I said, going to college and just going through all of that and just being in a space where it was like I had nothing left. It was like, you know, I reached a point where it's like, okay, I just can't keep doing all of this alone in the way I'm going. And it was just kind of like a full surrenderance moment of like, I need you. I don't know what that looks like. Like, please just help me. The first time in my life where I fully, I guess, surrendered to that. But then along with that is I think sometimes it's easy to kind of view God as a wishing well, you know, like, help me make more money, help me get the job, help me with whatever I'm going through. But like, I think sometimes flipping it and recognizing that like, if I could treat God the way that I treat, you know, my best friend or a family member, it's like a dual-sided relationship. I have to make time to be intentional in like learning you and praying to you and trying to make changes in my life so that you can work in mine.